Hello and welcome back to the Barrett channel with a brand new video. Today we're going to be unboxing the Redmi K30 together. We picked this up the other day for 1625 yuan, which equates to about 230 US dollars. This is a mid-range sort of Redmi phone, and Redmi is a sub-brand of Xiaomi, which is pretty well known, and it's a really big brand in China. So we're going to be opening this together and giving my first impressions of the phone itself. So let's just open up the box. Okay, I actually expected to see the phone right there, but we've got some sort of cover on top here that says designed by Redmi. I assume that's the charging cable in there. And then here we have the phone on top. Let's take it out. Oh, all the other stuff has fallen out with it. Okay, so I'm not going to go ahead and take that off just yet. I'm going to put that to the side and just show you what is in the box quickly. So I'll take that one out, and you can see there's a USB-C, which is as expected. All the Android phones should be coming out with USB-C now, and we've got the plug right there. Which I assume is fast charging, and it's a 40 watt plug, I believe. So that's lovely stuff. Right, I'm going to take off the cellophane for the phone. The colour's actually really nice on the back. I like that a lot. Went for the pink, sort of glossy pink colour. The size is quite nice. It's actually a lot bigger than the current phone that I do use, which is the Samsung Galaxy S8. It feels nice in my hand, very sturdy. And the back is not slippy at all, which it kind of looks like it should be, but it fits quite solidly in my hand. Seeing that the fingerprint sensor is actually the same as the power button on the side here, which I think is a really nice touch. I've not actually seen a phone that's done that. So, because I would pull it out of my pocket, instantly put my thumb, falls very naturally there. So I'd like to see how that is with people with bigger or smaller hands, but for me that's very comfortable position. And the screen is really full. Some people don't like that it's actually not put a notch in like Apple's iPhone. It's just got a cutout and the screen sort of follows around it. So I assume this is going to allow me to put it into English. Just all the usual stuff. It's asking for sort of terms and conditions, etc., and asking to put in a SIM card. As for the ports on the K30, on the bottom here you've got the speaker rail, the microphone, the USB-C port, and the 3.5mm jack. Turning to the right hand side of the phone, you've got the power button, which is also the fingerprint sensor, and then just above that you've got the up and down volume buttons. On the top here you have the noise cancelling microphone as well as the IL blaster, and then you turn over to the left side and all you have along the left is the SIM card holder. The SIM card holder is actually a hybrid in the K30, which is always a massive bonus for the people who need to use two SIMs. Both the front screen and the back of the phone are going to be coming with Corning Gorilla Glass 5. So the K30 screen is coming at 6.67 inches corner to corner. It's an IPS LCD screen, a resolution of 1080 by 2400. That's an aspect ratio of 20:9, and a good selling point on this one is that it has 120 Hz refresh rate, so it's really good for gaming, and you can change that down to 60 Hz if you do wish to save some battery. You can do that by just hopping into the settings right here, easy enough to change it back to 60. As for the notch at the top of the phone, this is always a controversial one. Some people love it, some people hate it. I'm going to stick with the default sort of hole punch, because I actually think that one looks quite good, but you can change it to completely get rid of it and make a thick bezel at the top, or you can have sort of the more standard notch that we do see nowadays. As for the internal specs on the phone, it's running a Qualcomm Snapdragon 730G chipset. It's got a 4,500 milliamp hour battery inside, which is quite large. It's running 6 gigabytes worth of RAM and 128 gigabytes of ROM. For the front cameras, you have a dual setup with with a 20 megapixel wide lens as well as a 2 megapixel depth sensor. Turning over to the back there, you've got 4 cameras set up together, the main one being a 64 megapixel IMX686, as well as a 2 megapixel depth sensor, an 8 megapixel ultra wide sensor, and a 2 megapixel macro sensor. Here I've put the video onto full brightness and I'm playing one of our videos just to give you a sense of the colors. The colors are really bright, the screen is extremely bright as well, so it is a very nice display, and you've got that 120 Hertz refresh rate whilst watching the videos too, which is always nice. One thing that I can say that I'm really enjoying about this phone is how fast and responsive the fingerprint sensor on the side is and where it's placed. As you can see, I'll just do it a few times. It's really, really responsive, and I like it being on the side because when I get it out of my pocket, it'll be face down, and instantly, before I've even brought it to my face, it's unlocked. So it's a great touch by Redmi on that one. This phone also does come with facial recognition, which is also nice. So I've set that up and I'm showing you how it works with a bit of side view, further away, closer to your face. But to be honest, I don't use it at all because having my finger put on the power button is always much quicker at unlocking my phone than bringing it towards my face. So I'm sticking with the fingerprint sensor. Yeah, I'm going to be using this phone for a week or two and then follow up with a video on sort of the pros and cons about it. Because right now we're just giving you your first impressions, but it does really amaze me that you can get a phone that looks and feels and like this for sort of less than £200, sort of around $230. What I do think is a nice touch that Xiaomi do is add a case into all of their phones so you can stay protected from day one, because I see some people rocking around with £1,000 phones with no case on them, which I think is just madness. So it's nice that they add that in for you from day one. It's just a clear PU case, very simple, but I like that it's clear actually because you can keep the nice color of the phone. So pop that in there. I don't think that's going to be coming off very easily because it wasn't actually that easy to get on. It's got a little flap as well there for the charging case, so you can cover that up so you're not going to get any dirt in there, which is a nice touch too. I've never seen that before. So yeah, that is our first look at the Redmi K30. If you did enjoy this video, please make sure to smash the thumbs up, as well as subscribing to this channel if you haven't already, because there's going to be a lot more sort of technology videos coming in the near future. And yeah, as always, take care and we'll catch you next time. Bye bye.